There's never been a worse time to be a traditional friend to the United States. Let me talk immediately about my country. Okay, the president was in London recently and he was making all the right noises. But it struck me as being a bit like a couple whose marriage is falling apart, increasingly loudly protesting their devotion, but in a formulaic way. If you look at what's actually happened, you look at the reality of what's happened under this administration from our point of view. There was the sending back of the Churchill bust. There was the slapping about of Gordon Brown. Actually, not that I want to complain about the slapping about of Gordon Brown, but we like to do that ourselves, right? Rather than having other heads of government doing it. There was the fantastic presentation to the Queen by the president of an iPod containing his own speeches. There was the way he invented a company called British Petroleum after the oil spill in the Gulf. No such company has existed for over a decade since it merged with Amoco and acquired as many US as British shareholders. And above all, this is the real one, because the others you could say are sort of questions of etiquette and diplomacy. But this administration is siding with the claims of Peronist Argentina over the Falkland Islands. In fact, it doesn't even call them the Falkland Islands. It doesn't even use that neutral phrase which previous administrations used, which is the South Atlantic. It actually uses the Argentine name for them, the Malvinas. That is hard to take. I mean, here we are, the only other country in Afghanistan with a serious contingent, the only country that was in Iraq in large numbers, a country that has fought with you in every war for freedom throughout the 20th and 21st centuries. And you're lining up with Hugo Chavez, with Daniel Ortega against us. I mean, that, you know, you've got to ask yourself, look at it from the point of view of a US ally. Look at it from the point of view of the Poles or the Czechs, who took great risks politically, invested real capital in acquiring this missile defense system. And after they'd done that, just as they'd weathered all of the political storm, were told that actually Obama had changed his mind and cancelled the whole program. Look at it from the point of view of the Indians or of the Israelis. I mean, you know, if you're France, if you're Russia, if you're China, this has been an administration that has been reaching out to you. But it's never a good idea in diplomacy to forget your traditional friends.